Swingers nightclub.
Be serious.
I was at the office, where else?
Till 10:30.
I have to work the overtime, Angela.
Tell that to your son. Ollie's forgotten who you are.
I know I've been working all hours, but it's paid for the holiday. South Africa. Sunshine guaranteed, no more winter blues.
I know this holiday's right for us, but at what cost?
Don't worry about the money. It's more important that you get well.
I meant the cost to you, me and Ollie. You've been working so hard recently, we haven't had a minute together.
We're together now. We'll have 3 weeks alone. This is more than just a holiday, Angela. It's a fresh start for all of us.
I thought you dot-com millionaires didn't get out of bed till noon.
Well, we like to see how the other half live occasionally. Coffee's not improved, then.
Instant not good enough for you now. So, what's it like treating patients through a computer screen?
Well, not that much different from here. Except I'm my own boss. And I don't get to see the patients face to face.
Sounds good to me. And you're making a living out of it.
Are you kidding? I can hardly handle the volume.
So what are you doing here?
I was just picking up some bits and pieces and seeing the old folks, of course.
Look, I'm late for my visits. Why don't you call in this afternoon so we can have a proper chat?
No, I don't think I can. Too busy. Another time?
Oh, tonight I can't. My friend's having a party. Look, why don't you come with me?
No, not tonight, sorry. Time is money.
Now you are beginning to worry me.
Mr. and Mrs. Crowther, Dr. Thompson will see you now.
I'm on my mobile if anyone needs me.
All finished?
The number of jabs I've had for this holiday, I feel like a pincushion.
You were missed at the last PTA meeting, Paul.
I had to work late that night.
And every other night.
It's not easy paying for the holiday of a lifetime. It's been a tough few months.
To say the least. What with Paul's overtime and the days being so short and me feeling...
Not as well as you will in Africa.
Seasonal affective disorder's tough to treat. You know there's no quick fix. So how's the light box treatment working out?
Not that well, it gives me a headache.
And I thought that was me when I asked for a cuddle.
Paul?
Headaches can be a side effect of light treatment. You might find the antidepressants are more effective.
Well, they are, but I'm still oversleeping and I don't feel refreshed.
Well, hopefully the holiday will cure that.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. All pretty painless. Next stop, Africa. Angela needs the sunshine, you see.
No, don't we all?
Hey.
Paul, have a good time.
Oh, we will.
Oh, Mrs. Crowther, your repeat prescription will be ready this afternoon.
Thanks, I'll pick it up later after my shopping.
Oh, I'd expect her much later then. Oh.
Paul. Why do you always do that?
What?
Show me up in public.
I didn't know I did.
You have to make a joke about everything.
I'm just trying to make you smile, make you feel better.
Well, it doesn't. So don't.
It's funny to think Mrs. Crowther actually needs sunshine to feel better.
It's not funny at all. Sunshine's the only cure. Wintertime's a nightmare for sad sufferers. It's the dark mornings and the short days.
Poor woman, I know exactly how she feels. I do the fortnight in the sun myself. Get really cheesed off with the weather in this country.
It's not a question of being cheesed off.
I didn't mean it like that.
And it's not just a holiday. It's an essential treatment for a serious condition. Depression, guilt, despair, anxiety, distress to friends and family. I could go on, but I'm sure we've got better things to do than to gossip about patients.
I can't say a thing right this morning. What's she so touchy about the Crowthers for, anyway?
Probably because Danny Thompson is best friends with their son.
Hi, Dad. I'm going to play in my room now.
All right, then.
Will you play with me?
I'd really like to, Ollie, but Daddy's got too much to do. I've got all this packing to finish. When we're on holiday, I'll play with you all the time. Promise.
Right, then.
Nightmare day. Those visits took forever. What are you still doing here? Couldn't tear yourself away?
No, I was just chatting to a few of my ex-patients. It was good to see them.
You're missing it all, aren't you?
Do me a favour.
Stuck all day with only a modem to keep you company.
I prefer it that way.
Look me in the eye and tell me you're not lonely.
I am not lonely.
Well, the jury's still out.
Phil, it's me. I just thought I'd call, see how the kids are. Don't be like that. Has he got a temperature? Well, why didn't you call me? I'm coming home. He's my son too, you know. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hello, Riverside.
Kate, Dan is ill. Any chance of rearranging my appointments?
You've got 3 patients waiting.
I'll take him if you like.
That'll be great, thanks. You're an angel.
I'm an angel.
You're an Egypt.
Packing's done. I thought we'd have a drink to celebrate.
I'm not in the mood to celebrate.
Angela, I'm trying to say I'm sorry.
I know.
Just think, Mrs. Crowther. In 2 days' time, you could be reclining poolside at our luxury hotel. Cloud and rain a distant memory. Just you, me, and Ollie. A toast to the future.
The future. I'll go. You all right? What's the problem?
I'm itchy all over.
Okay, let's have a looky.
Paul! You still hanging about? You're around here more often than you were when you were working.
Yeah, that's what I miss about this place, you know. The cutting-edge humour.
Hello, surgery. Yes, of course. What's your address?
I must dash. I've got to pick up my party frock.
My computer awaits.
Yes, Dr. Powers is on duty today. Yes, she'll be around as soon as she can be. Okay, yeah, bye. Sorry, Caroline, it's an emergency. Home visit needed.
Oh, you must be joking. It's 5:55. Can't you give it to the co-op?
No, I'm afraid I can't. You're on duty till 6.
I'm meant to be going out.
Well, I'm sure it won't take you long.
And you think I miss this place?
Caroline, do you want to know where it is?
If you keep scratching, you'll get scars. Oh, no, that's a bit high, but it's nothing to worry about. Junior paracetamol should cure that.
What's he got?
Chicken pox.
Great.
That's bad.
Well, it could be worse. It's better to get it young.
No, I mean, it's bad for our trip. We're flying to Africa in 2 days.
Ah, really?
It's important to us.
I suffer with seasonal affective disorder, you see. I need the sun.
Well, how long's Ollie had his rash?
Well, he's been scratching since this morning.
It's essential we go. We can't alter our plans.
Well, I don't think you should allow this to alter your plans.
Oh, terrific.
Chamomile lotion should ease the irritation, but please, keep him out of the sun.
Thank you. Don't worry, Ollie. I promise you we're going to get to see that monkey.
Hey, with all those spots, you could pretend to be a leopard. Thanks again. And thanks for everything else.
So, how are you feeling?
I'm all right at the moment.
And the antidepressants are helping?
Yeah, great. The mood swings are nothing like as bad as they were. But the best medicine's the holiday. I don't know what I'd do if we couldn't go.
I realise that, but don't use it as a cover. You've still a lot of work to do with Angela. And Oliver.
I know. But thanks for not saying anything to Angela about me.
Well, that's precisely my point. I'm not going to tell her anything. You're the one who needs to do that. And you need to do it sooner rather than later. person is waiting, you're late. So shoot me. You'd be doing me a favour.
A word? We've already had complaints from your first patient.
I'll apologise.
And you look terrible.
Thanks. Cup of coffee and I'll be fine.
As a new partner, you have a responsibility. We're already a doctor down. We need you to pull your weight.
Look, can we save this lecture for later?
Out drinking all night, were you? It's hardly professional.
And leaving early yesterday? Is that professional?
That was different. My son was ill.
Oh. And you always put your family first, do you? Look, just for the record, I wasn't out drinking all last night. I missed most of the party because I was attending to your friends.
What?
I got an emergency call from the Crowthers. Their son's ill.
What's the matter with him?
Chicken pox.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Ollie's tucked up in bed itching all the time, poor thing.
Danny's the same. I'm sorry about Ollie with you being so close to going away.
Yeah, I know. I thought we might have to cancel the holiday, but Dr. Powers really put our minds at rest. She was great. She said she shouldn't let it interfere with our plans.
But she did tell you about the risks.
What risks?
The risks concerning flying in chickenpox.
No.
Nothing.
Not a thing. Why? What's the problem?
I really don't want to worry you, but I think you need to call the airline straight away. 5 minutes?
Sure. I'm not far behind schedule now. I'm rattling through it.
Like last night?
Sorry?
The Crowthers set a new world record, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
Well, the party had started, so you didn't want to hang around to give them important information.
What information?
Chickenpox can be very dangerous for anyone suffering cancer, HIV, AIDS.
Now, hold on a minute.
Can be very dangerous for pregnant women who haven't had the disease.
Don't patronise me.
Can be very dangerous to take on an aeroplane. What were you thinking of?
The most infectious period of chickenpox is the onset of the illness.
So?
So, in a couple of days, when they fly, the contagion risk would be minimal. It's rare for someone to catch it after that.
It's still potentially dangerous until the spot crusts are dry. You know that, or you should do.
Yes, of course I do. I had my reasons for acting the way I did.
Really? Would you like to share them with me, or haven't you got the time?
I had my reasons.
Hello again. We're here to see Dr. Thompson.
Oh, do you have an appointment?
No, but I spoke to her this morning and she said to come in if there was a problem.
And there is a problem. Dr. Thompson, we need to see you.
All right, come on through.
Thank you.
Won't be 5 minutes.
I rang the airline anonymously.
And what did they say?
Any passenger with a contagious disease could be turned away at the airport.
I thought so.
They insisted a doctor must sign a note to say that any ill passenger's fit to travel.
So, we need you to sign a letter for Ollie.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
Because he's not fit to travel.
What are you talking about? He's not an invalid. When I left him, Ollie was climbing our neighbour's tree house.
That's not what's meant by fit to travel.
You mean he might give someone else chickenpox?
At worst, it's an inconvenience. It's not a matter of life and death.
That's not right. Chickenpox carries a potentially fatal risk for anyone with impaired immunity. It's also a serious risk to pregnant women who haven't had the disease. It can damage the baby.
So when's the safe period?
When the spots are all dry, it could be a week or more.
We fly out in 2 days' time.
Well, what about family? Couldn't they look after him? Then you two could still go.
Not really. It's 3 weeks. Besides, my parents live in Scotland and his in Miami. And anyway, I don't want to leave Ollie behind.
Couldn't you rearrange it?
No chance. The tickets are non-refundable.
You must be insured.
Not for cancellation. We lose all the money. Those flights cost me over £2,000. That's everything I had.
You can't stay away, can you?
My server's down. Thought I'd log on here. Time for a coffee.
You look like you could do with one. What were you up to all night?
Actually,
If that's what sitting in front of a computer screen for 24 hours a day does to you.
it's nothing like that. I've been taking shifts at St Phil's just to fill in until the business really gets off the ground.
I knew it. So all's not well in the world of virtual doctoring.
Oh, it's no big deal, really. Just a few teething problems until I build up my client base.
I suppose so. Right, well, it's time I kicked you out. I've been told off twice this morning.
Who by?
She of the high horse.
Helen. Some things never change.
Yeah, she practically accused me of incompetence.
What for?
Oh, as usual, she jumped to the wrong conclusion. Helen's not good at giving me the benefit of the doubt, especially when she doesn't know the full story.
Well, why don't you tell her? That way she can see that you're in the right.
Well, that's the point.
What is?
I don't really know if I am in the right.
Oh, this is ridiculous. We're asking for a piece of paper, not the crown jewels.
I'm sorry, I can't sign a fit-to-travel note. The risk is too serious.
I can't sleep. I can't concentrate. I can't make decisions. I'm suffering panic attacks. I shout at Paul constantly. I can't remember the last time we made love, and what's more, I don't even care. Is all that not serious enough that you can't make an exception just this once?
I can't make an exception, and I'm disappointed you think I might. It would be totally unethical.
I want to see another doctor. One who's human. I need to see Dr. Powers.
Oh, she's about to see another patient.
So she's free now, then?
I'm sorry, you can't just see doctors on spec. You need to book an appointment.
This is an emergency. And Dr. Powers is my regular doctor. She understands my condition. I'm entitled to a second opinion.
Everything all right, Kate?
Yes, it's all under control.
Paul, I need to get back to Ollie. He'll be wondering where we are.
You go home, love. I'll sort this out, I promise.
Look, come with me and I'll see whether Dr. Powers can give 5 minutes, OK?
Thanks for seeing me. Dr. Thompson always makes me feel like I'm back at school.
Everyone has their own style. I owe you an apology about last night.
Why?
Well, I didn't give you the full picture about going away.
You didn't have to. You know how important this holiday is to us.
Of course I do.
That's why I'm here. I need a note saying that Ollie's fit to travel. It must be signed by a doctor. It's one of those stupid bureaucratic things.
Did you ask Dr. Thompson to do it?
She wouldn't sign it. She said it was unethical.
She's right.
What?
Chickenpox can be very dangerous, especially to people with immunity.
I know all that. I also know that doctors always overstate the risks, just to cover themselves.
I can't sign it. It would be a step too far.
But you said we shouldn't...
Change your plans. I know. I thought the importance of the holiday outweighed the risk of you going. I was wrong, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry too. Because all I've heard about are people who might be at risk. What about Angela? She's ill now. I can't let her down.
You need to face facts. You'll have to rearrange your holiday for a later time.
I can't rearrange it. Do you have any idea how much I'm in debt?
I can guess.
Yeah. Well, double it. All my savings gone and nothing to show for it.
But talking to Angela, playing with your son, those are more valuable. And they don't cost a penny. You haven't told Angela yet, have you?
No. I was saving it for the trip. It'd be a fresh start.
You don't have to fly halfway across the world for a fresh start. Tell her now. She needs to know.
How can I tell her that I've lost my job?
How did you get on with Dr. Powers?
She wouldn't sign it either.
I thought not. Birds of a feather.
I need to tell you something.
Okay. Okay, but I need to tell you something first. I've been thinking, and you're absolutely right.
About what?
The holiday, we should definitely go. We all desperately need a break, and Ollie's so excited, and I need the sun.
What if they stop him at the airport?
Oh, why should they? He looks all right, and we're not going to say anything.
What about all the things that Helen said?
Well, she was exaggerating. Doctors always do. Remember, Dr. Powers thought it was fine yesterday. And as you said, we should put ourselves first for a change.
Are you sure?
Positive. It feels right. We're going tomorrow. What did you want to tell me, love?
I suppose it can wait.
Oh, I forgot my prescription. I'll have to pop down to the surgery before they close and pick it up. And then I'll cook us something special for tonight.
Great.
Are you busy?
Yes.
I'd like to explain things. I think we should talk, the full story.
Pity the Crowthers didn't get it.
You don't understand.
I understand only too well.
It's not as it seems.
Sorry, haven't the time.
Sorry, I've come for my repeat prescription.
All right, I'll just get it.
I've got another appointment for you for a checkup in a fortnight's time.
I still can't believe it.
I'm delighted for you. Congratulations.
So many years trying everything.
I know how hard it's been. Well, you deserve it.
We're sort of giving up hope, praying for a miracle.
One of our specialties round here. So, what's it to be? Boy or girl?
Not bothered either way. Alive and well is all I ask.
That's what we like to hear. I'll see you soon.
Yes, you will. And thanks.
Sorry it took so long. Is something wrong?
Are you all right? Angela?
I'd forgotten that feeling.
Which feeling?
The feeling of joy when I found out I was pregnant.
What made you think of that?
The expectant mother in reception. She was so happy. And I was so happy for her. She made me remember what's important I'd forgotten. I've been so selfish.
You've been seriously ill for 5 years. You've every right to think of yourself.
Not at the exclusion of everything else. Me and Paul had decided to take a chance and go to South Africa. I'd convinced myself the holiday was that important.
It was that important.
But not at the risk of endangering someone's unborn child. I could never live with myself. What if it had been Ollie?
So, what are you going to do?
There is only one right thing to do.
Everything okay at the surgery?
Aye.
Well, we're sorted then. I've got the tickets and the passports together, and we can pick up the currency at the airport. What is it, love? We're not going, are we?
We've been kidding ourselves.
You said it felt right.
I convinced myself it felt right without thinking it through. I'm sorry, love. I know how much you wanted to go.
I was only trying to do what was best for you.
Typical. We've got to be more honest with each other.
I'm so sorry, Angela.
No, it's both our faults.
No. I'm to blame. I failed you, Angela.
I think you should know the Crowthers aren't going. I advised them it was too risky.
So did I.
When?
Today, when I talked to Paul.
That's not what you said last night.
Last night, I thought by not going, Paul would blame himself. And he'd do something stupid.
Why should he?
I've been treating him for chronic depression for nearly 6 months now.
Angela's never mentioned it.
Because she doesn't know, and he doesn't want her to.
I see.
I have told Paul to come clean. I was trying to act in his best interests. I got it wrong.
It happens to us all. I jumped to the wrong conclusions. We should have got together sooner on this one.
I did try.
I know.
There is something else you should know about Paul.
There was no overtime.
What?
There was no job. The firm went bust 6 months ago.
You were out every night working at the office?
Hiding in the pub getting depressed.
Why didn't you tell me? I mean, why didn't you say something to me?
You had enough on your plate.
And what about the holiday?
I booked it before it happened.
And the money?
It's all gone. We're broke, Angela.
You should have said something.
You were ill. I couldn't let you down again.
You never let me down. You couldn't trust me. You needed my help and I couldn't see it. You've always been so strong for me, laughing off my problems.
Oh, so strong. I've been hiding in the pub for 6 months.
Well, I want to be strong for you too, you know. You know what? I've always fancied Cornwall.
Cheap too. Not much sun though.
We'll have to bring our own.
All right.
Like, have you got a sec?
Not really, no.
It's just if we're stuck for a locum, I think I know someone who might be able to help.
All right.
Rana.
Well, he's resigned, remember?
Yeah, but I think he could do with the money.
Look, Caroline, can we talk about this tomorrow? Because I'm on my way home.
Home? Yeah, not to worry.
Okay, bye.
It was just a thought.